Hi guys, it's Paul from Crowborough Guitar Tuition. Welcome back to another video. This week we're thinking about tuning our guitar. So a really kind of basic thing, something that we should kind of be learning right from the start of playing our instrument so we can get the most out of it. No one likes to play a guitar that sounds out of tune. No one likes to listen to a guitar that sounds out of tune. And if you don't know how to tune it and you're playing and it sounds awful, nothing is going to be more demoralizing than that. So I thought this would be really useful for maybe anyone who's maybe just starting out. And sometimes people are just a bit nervous of tuning to begin with because they just kind of think, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm scared of turning these bits up here. What if I break a string and things like that? And I know maybe I've got students, maybe you're the parent of a younger child who's learning guitar and they don't really know how to tune their guitar and you're not really sure, but actually it'd be really helpful for you to know what you're doing. Or maybe just an adult who's started playing and you need some help on it as well. So let's have a think about it and hopefully we'll have some diagrams up on the screen as well. Okay guys, so here we go. We'll hopefully have the diagrams are going to come up on the screen as well and you get both of these. This is my guitar. Yours is going to look a little bit different probably. It might look like this. You might have a classical guitar where the machine heads, these tuning pegs here, are actually pointing kind of this way back towards you, so they're kind of hidden away. You might have an electric guitar which will look similar. They might all be on one side, all of these, rather than on different sides. Don't worry about that, okay? Let's start off first of all just about thinking about how are our strings tuned, what notes are they tuned to. So most of the time we're going to be in what we call standard tuning, the most common tuning that guitars are going to be in. And from thickest to thinnest, so low to high, we're going to have the notes tuned like this: E, A, D, G, B, E. So we're starting at our thickest string at the bottom with our lowest note there, which is an E, and we're going A, D, G, B, E. So our highest note is an E as well on the thin string. Now just remember, if you've got a left-handed guitar, same principles apply from low to high, still E, A, D, G, B, E, but it will be restrung the other way. So your thickest string will be over here and your thinnest will be here, but the principles apply. Now, if you need to remember that, what I teach with my students, whether they're adults or whether they're children, is just to use a little rhyme. So I use elephants and donkeys grow big ears. So elephants and donkeys grow big ears, works that way. Or Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. I'm aware that goodbye is really one word, not two words, but for the sake of this, it works. So you can use either of those to remember what you're doing. Or come up with another rhyme that you can remember. As long as it uses E, A, D, G, B, E, you're absolutely laughing. So let's actually think about how we're going to tune the guitar. There are different ways you can do it. Lots of different kind of devices you can use. You might have something like this that I've got up here, which is a little clip-on tuner. It clips onto the end of your guitar and it picks up the vibrations from the strings, and then you can use that. It will tell you what note you're playing or what note you're aiming for, and it will tell you whether it's too high or too low. And then you can either tighten the string or loosen the string depending where you need to go. If you don't have one of those, you may have, well, most of us have a smartphone, and you can easily pick up an app, there we go, an app on your phone to tune your guitar. This is the Boss Tuner. It's free, it's on Android, it's on iPhone, and there are lots of other kind of tuners as well. And it works in the same way. You can see as I'm speaking, there's the note on it is changing, so it's picking up the note in my voice and whether it's in tune or not. And if I was playing a note from the guitar, it would recognize the note and tell me what I need to do. So I'm actually going to try and use the tuner here, and hopefully you can see it. Now I'm going to have to get my head around working kind of this way round rather than normally sideways. With the tuner here, hopefully you can see this. I can see it on my diagram. Now at the moment, if it's set right, yep, it's set to G, so it's set for guitar. I mean, you will have ones with different settings. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck a note, and it's going to tell me where I am in relation to what I need. So this is my E string, so I'm starting at the bottom here. Now it has come up with E, but because the line at the top is pointing this way, it means the note is flat. And that means the string needs to be tighter. So you need to find the string that you want to tune and trace it up to the peg up here. And this will be the head you want to turn the tuning peg. Okay, now as long as the guitars, I mean, some people string their guitars a little bit differently. They should be coming up this way and things should work the same, but you find all sorts. When you tune, pluck the string, then turn the peg so that you can hear what it's doing to the note. And in this case, we want to make the string tighter. So for me, I think I'm the wrong way around here. If I pluck it, oh, that's going down, so that's not what I want. I want to come back the other way. So the note's going up, but the meter isn't moving yet because I'm still not near enough the E note that I want. Oh, so if you can see the meter began to move there, that means I'm getting close, but it still needs to go up towards the middle. Oh, you see it flash green there. Okay, so it's flash green, it's flickering a little bit between green and off green. When it hits the middle and it goes green, I've found E, okay? So I've hit the right note. Now I can move on to the next string. So I can go to A. Now my A string's pretty much in tune, just needs to be a fraction tighter. There we go, that's close enough. You'll find that it will probably waver very slightly on some strings. I won't worry about that. My D string, just a little flat again, just needs a little bit of tuning up. There we go, that's in tune now. Now this string here, my G string, should be off because I've tuned it deliberately. Okay, so my G string here is actually too high. You can see that the meter is facing the other way, so it means the string is too tight, it needs to come down. And again, when I hit the middle, I've hit the spot. There we go, we're pretty much there. So that one was a bit high, but it came down. Let's try the B. So a little bit flat. Oh, it's quite difficult this way around. So we need to come up very slightly. Oh, we're going the wrong way now. There we go. And then that's in tune. And finally the top high E. There we go. So hopefully now we'll see that those are all in tune. Let's have a go. Sounds in tune to me. Great. So all I've needed there was this little meter to do that. Hopefully that's kind of made it clear how you do it. Now what you might find, if your guitar is particularly out of tune, when you might tune up one or two strings from very low up to tuning, and then when you come back to them, you find, you might go through all the strings, you come back and you find the ones you started with have dropped again. And that's basically just because you've made such a change in the tension on the neck that it throws everything out. So you bring everything up, tune everything up to the right thing. If you go back and some are out of tune, bring them back up again, you'll find that gradually they'll all come together. And then really it's just about not letting your guitar get that out of tune again. Most of the time you're only going to need little tweaks, just like I did there. I deliberately had changed the E and G strings to show a high string and a low string. The rest just need a little tweak. And I always say to people, before you pick up your guitar and play, it's worth having a tune every time. Particularly if you're, live somewhere like I do, where you've got your heating comes on and it goes off. The guitar heats up, it cools down, the strings expand, they contract, and so they drop in and out of tune a little bit. So it's always worth doing that. So I hope you find that useful. Hopefully now you feel more confident about tuning your guitar or tuning your child's guitar. Like I say, try and keep it in tune and it will sound great. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.